Well, it's April on the Rivergate Trail. It was a overcast month, very rainy. There was a lot of frost, too. This is a mud puddle, frosted over. Had a really nice day with my friend Lori and my friend Mary. Lori pointed out this frost heave, which is a interesting phenomenon I had never seen before. The rain was good, though. It was all good. April showers brings Mayflowers. All the leaves are budding out on the trees, some of which look like these exotic little flowers. Almost alien looking when you look close. I like this little spot here where there's two paths, two ways to go. And kind of like life. And kind of like this month for me, photography-wise, I felt like I wanted to take some beautiful pictures of beautiful things. But I also wanted to take some pictures of the garbage, too, just to make people aware that we aren't as green as we think we are as a society. There's still a lot of people out there very willing to just toss things out the door, the window of their car, into these landscapes that are very pretty. Some of this dumping may be accidental, I like to think, but some of it isn't. This is what I thought was medical waste, rubber gloves that I followed back through these, this little bit off the trail, not just a few feet, and to a spot where there was a big piece of thick plastic holding the remains of a deer that a hunter had dragged back into this area. It just didn't make any sense. This is another bag of garbage. Yeah, the good and the bad. This particular bag of garbage really ticked me off. I actually got on the phone and called a couple people about that one, because that was about 50 feet off the trail, and it was fresh. I've been going out on the trail. I'm out there at least once a week, and so I'm seeing the changes. Now, a lot of the photographs I'm taking this month are not beautiful. They're not my best shots. I totally own that. Some are better than others, but I wanted to show, rebirth, but I also wanted to show that this stuff stays around for a long time. This grows up, flowers, blooms, and the whole nature of life is this disintegration and deterioration back into the earth, and out of things that are deteriorating, out pops the new. But this tire is gonna grow nothing. And some garbage makes a lot of sense. I mean, this is not a beautiful photograph, but it kind of illustrates the knucklehead who throws out the beer can. This piece of garbage does not make any sense to me whatsoever. It's a bottle of Thousand Island dressing just tossed out near the head of the trail. Somebody must have been eating a salad and just didn't like the dressing and threw it out. Who knows? Some of it might have flown out of windows. I can imagine this styrofoam box just catching a breeze with an open window in a car and just sort of flying out, or maybe coming out of the bag of a hiker or a ATVer or something. But there are a lot of things on the trail that do make sense. Those ferns. Plastic doesn't. It just doesn't deteriorate. This is the beaver dam. I did see a beaver this month, too. I wasn't able to get close enough or in a position to get a good shot, but I did see it. This Budweiser can is faded to yellow. A lot of blooms along the trail. This little bird was scolding me for quite a while, swooping down. The trail is an old railroad bed, and there are bits and pieces of it left over along the way. You can really see here are some railroad ties, but they eventually corrode and compost back into the ground. This is a part of the trail at the beginning of April, and here's the same part of the trail at the end of April. That's how dramatic the change was this month. It was really, really cool. So I think that thinking about the changes and the metamorphosis of life, transformations, April is really a good month to think about those things. I'll be looking forward, though, to May and seeing what blooms will come to fruition. Sarah Ellen Smith checking out.